We have got the Conference League on Thursday and Wolves at the weekend. So I just want your quick fire prediction for both, shall we say? Do you reckon Harry Winks is going to feature in that Thursday match?
I mean, I hope he features in that and not in the league. So you could feature in. I forgot about that bloody Conference League. You know what? When Nuno after the game said, "Oh, we've got Portugal on Thursday," I'm thinking, "Who?
Same.
Like, what?" I was
Same.
like, "What is he talking about?" And then it clicked. I was like, "Oh crap, we're in that bloody Conference League." I mean, look, for the Conference League, I feel like our intention should be to win it. I don't see why that shouldn't be our intention. Like, we're Tottenham, and I think the teams in that competition, I mean, some of the teams, who are we playing? Like, some of the
FC
teams.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. No excuses, but I think it's a perfect opportunity for the youngsters. So I feel confident that we'll win that game. Wolves, see, this is where I'm getting panicky because I feel like these are the teams that we struggled with last season. Your Wolves, your Crystal Palaces, your Fulhams. These are the teams that we dropped points against last season. So I want us to be, firing, same intensity as we've shown in the City game. Go for it, because I think Wolves are a good side. It's obviously Nuno's old team, but I think we've got more. We're more than capable to beat them. I mean, I saw them against Leicester. They're a decent-ish side, but I think we're more than, as I say, we're more than capable to get the win. So I'm hoping we win, and I'm hoping that the smiles continue. Fingers crossed, because I'll be livid if we don't win that. I'll be absolutely gutted. Because it's kind of like it'll be typical Spurs, wouldn't it? Nuno coming to his old club and they thrash us. That would just be typical, wouldn't it?
But it would be.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I think we should win. I'm feeling confident. I'm a changed woman, Hollie. I'm a changed woman. It's just positivity now. Nuno's at the helm.
I hope we have Tanya Victory speeches instead of Tanya.
Yeah, do you know what? It might be called the Queen's speeches from now on. Tanya's speech, like.
The forms. What are you hoping for? Obviously Thursday and Sunday.
I mean, we got a cruise through Thursday. I think it'd be silly not to. I understand that it's a knockout game, and we were in the playoffs for the Europa League last season, and that was dodgy because we had to bring on Kane and so on to save us. But I think it's different because it's the Europa Conference, so it's a level below. I'd be disappointed if we weren't playing the likes of Starlet and that lot, they've that lot and Harry Winks, the geezer next to you. I feel like it's a game that not many of our first team players need to be playing. We need to be rested for a team like Wolves. Yes, last season they weren't at their best, but their intensity's high. So my predictions, I reckon we'll win. We'll beat the Portuguese team by at least 3. And I'd like to see Galini start in goal. And then Wolves, well, I'm going. So I hope we win. And I'm going for a 2-0. I'm quietly confident. I saw a stat the other day that said 5 of the last 6 times we've played Wolves, the away team has won. So we're the away team. Let's win.
You never know. I mean, it is interesting as well because there is rumours, Luke, that Kane is in the squad for the Conference League. And More Money says play Kane on Thursday and drop him for Wolves. So I'll go to you, Luke. What do you think? Do you think Kane will feature in that game at all? Or do you think it's still too soon to even dabble with Harry Kane at the moment?
Well, firstly, I want to just talk about something that Kev G said up a bit higher. He basically said to you, Forms, when you're talking about like the money that we spent.
Oh, this one.
And like, yeah, Romero is technically alone this season with a.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because he can't be registered twice. I didn't look into the full details. He basically can't be registered twice. So financially, it's worked out even better because it's a loan, and then we just buy him next season. I think it's an obligation to buy as opposed to a option to buy, but I might be proven wrong. There's somebody out there that knows more than I do. But what I was interested about, I'm sure this isn't true, but I read about like someone was like, we should play Kane just so. I don't think it actually happens because I think in the different European competitions, it doesn't mean you're tied for the other people, but we should play Kane just so then he can't play if he moves to City in the Champions League.
No, they changed. So they changed that rule a couple of years ago. I remember when it was Coutinho when he signed for Barca in January. If Liverpool, it was the season where Liverpool, I think it was 2018, where they lost to Madrid. If Liverpool won, Coutinho would have still won a Champions League medal because he couldn't play for Barca that season. But I think 29, the year that we made the final, they changed the rule. And if you played for one team in a European competition at the start of the season, you could, if you signed in January, then play for them. So that he,
right, okay.
As much as I would love to play him and then him not have to play for City if he signed for them, that wouldn't be the case.
Sorry, but talking about these games. So, yeah, I think it's important the first, because I think it's 2 legs, isn't it, this playoff game? So
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so the first leg, we need to give some guys a little, run out. I saw Ryan Sessegnon's playing tonight, so hope that maybe he gets through that unscathed, and we give him a little run out in the Europa Conference League. Yeah, as you said, I'd like to see Scarlett play, Galini in goal, maybe Brian Hill, give him his first start. I'd like to see a few changes, but not too many, because one of the other things, obviously, people talk about lots of games and players can't play that many games in a row, etc. It's nonsense. They can. One thing that's really important is building on what we've done against City. So it's building those relationships again and those performances. If we start chopping and changing the team every single game, how are we going to get consistency through the team? So yeah, I think we need to win, but it would be nice to maybe start with some first teamers, and then once we go 1-2-0 up, because we'll be away, then just start bringing players off and rotating it.
I think it might be worth playing. Sorry, Hollie. I think it might be worth playing the types of players who are starting, like whoever started against City, that aren't necessarily the more confident players, like your Delis and your Steves, because that will give them more of a. Yeah, it just gives them more of a run in and more confidence and gelling with the rest of the team. I get that.
And I think, like you said, with Dele Alli, it's obviously his consistency at the moment. Playing him in this fixture probably would do him the world of good to keep that momentum going, just to get that bit more productivity from him a bit more. But no, it is interesting. I mean, hopefully these smiles stay, because I am actually loving life right now. It's a very strange feeling, but one I want to remain after last season.